Yo, what up guys? Old School Dan here, back again with another video. Here we are with day 3, phase 2, rebuilding the silver physique with modern science. Again, this phase is hypertrophy. Nothing new. If you've seen the other two videos, you know exactly what this one's about. This is the last and final video to this phase. The next phase we'll be doing will be muscular endurance, or quote unquote like a very bodybuilder split, high reps, talking about 15, 20 reps. So there's going to be a lot of novelty in that phase, meaning a lot of exercises that you're maybe not be used to be doing, you're not used to doing. We're going to throw it in there for more novelty, meaning like, for example, let's just say, you haven't done cable rows in like 4 years, right? But you know it's a great exercise, but you haven't done it in 4 years. But when you do it again this year, you're going to benefit a lot because, it's such a great exercise. And since you haven't done it in a long time, it's going to give you a really sick pump. It's like doing that exercise or doing a workout you've never done before. And now you get a really good pump of it because of the novelty of it, that it's new. It's sort of new stimulus, all right? So you get more blood pumped to that muscle because it's new. All right. Hope that makes sense. With that being said, let's dive right into it. All right. So the warm up is Russian twist. So last phase it was windshield wipers. This time I added a little more resistance with weight because windshield wipers are just body weight. Have some benefits there, but I want to change it up a little bit, give you some more novelty, and include the Russian twist. 3 sets of 24 reps. So you can do 24 reps, meaning you can start off doing one twist on one side and one on the other. That's 1 1. You go 2 2 3 3 4 4, and then have some clients that are like, "Can I just do 48 reps?" You're just doubling 24 times 2. And I'm like, "Yeah, you can count to that. You can count to 48 from 1 2 3 4 all the way to 48." But it feels so long. So I'm like, okay, in this case, why don't we just do 24 reps, which is 1 1 2 2? But you do it however you want to do it, as long as you hit 24 reps total or 48 reps total, it doesn't matter. If that makes sense. Primers, Bulgarian split squats, 1 set of 8, slow glute bridges to warm up the glutes, fire hydrants, and kickbacks, warm up the abductors, the side glutes, and the upper glutes. All right. Yes, warm up is ab mobility. Get your body primed and ready for what's to come. Nothing new if you haven't seen the other videos. If you're just coming to my channel and you're looking at this video, I would go back to phase 1 and watch all the strength videos. They come to phase 2. So that way you're primed and ready. You kind of know what we've been talking about already because there's more value in those other videos because at this point, you've been following this series for a little bit of time and you kind of know what to expect. And it's nothing new. But just saying for people that are new watching this video, go back and watch those videos. Anyways, with that being said, let's jump into the workout. All right, so day 3, walking lunges first, legs first. They are the hardest muscle to train, the most boring to train, so it makes sense to start off with them. So walking lunges, 24 steps total. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 24. It's not 1, 1, 2, 2. It's 24 steps total. So with this, you want to lunge diagonally. So why we do this is because biomechanically, it makes the most sense. It feels the most natural for your body to go outward. The same way I would teach a squat, you're driving the knees outward. Biomechanically, it feels safe. It feels natural for your body. So that's why we teach it that way, to lunge diagonally instead of just, it's like squatting with your knees straight forward, right? If you squat with your knees driven out, it feels better. You're even able to get greater depth with squatting in that fashion. So in this case, we're lunging diagonally. All right. So we're also going to be pushing that knee over the toe to increase that range of motion. A lot of people have been taught, oh, you can't squat with your knees over your toes or anything like that. No, we should be pushing that knee over the toe to increase that range of motion. Incline dumbbell press is done the same way we did the other presses. Elbows at 45, nice perfect arc, squeezing the glutes. All right, we're going for 10 reps there, 3 sets. Chin up, last phase, I had to do, I think it was like a lat pull down or something like that, twice per week with a chin up or a pull up. This time, we're doing a chin up, switching up, going supinated. Chin up, you can do chin ups, 3 sets of 10, or underhand pull down, 3 sets of 10, increasing in weight every single week. With the chin ups, you're welcome to increase weight every single week. It does get challenging for that many reps, but if you can, that's fine. Chin has to go back, up, so that way that allows you to push your scapula up and up more to get more of a stretch. When you come down, you're going to be driving that elbows straight down, okay? That's what's going to give you the best flex in your back. That's what's going to give you the best stretch. All right. Any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm at oldschool_Dan. Shoot me an email. I have all that stuff in the description if you want to check that out. That being said, let's move on to the last and final slide. So the last 3 exercises, we got face pulls, incline dumbbell curl, and overhead dumbbell extension. So given the fact that we have 2 pulling movements back to back, I didn't really make note of this because it's not like a huge difference because it's like pull. Because the sequence, like Steve Reeves had his own sequence for training himself. And we have our own sequence here at where I train at. So what you can do is you can start off with chin-ups slash on reverse grip lat pull downs first, and then go incline dumbbell, and then go face pulls. That way you have that push pull rest in between, rather than going push pull pull. If that makes sense, all right. But it's totally up to you. You can just experiment with it, whatever you want to do. Just a little bit of extra value there for you. So we got face pulls. You're going to have your arms straight all the way up, kind of above your hairline, right? So the cables are above, your arms are kind of above your eyebrows. You're going to pull your scapula back and push it down. So from there, you got the shoulder joint locked. And you'll feel it more in your rear delts because now you're not going to let any other muscle get involved with the movement. So we want to focus on rear delts. So once you do that, you're going to separate the ropes as much as you can. You should be finishing in a back double bicep position, going above the hairline. That's the way I feel it in the most in the rear delts. Like I said, I'll try my best to make a video with these exercises. That way you guys have some examples and be like, oh, that's what he means. That's what he's talking about. You'll see that when you do it that way, you feel it much more in the rear delts. That is how essentially you should be training rear delts because it's a small muscle group and it's not inherently weak, but it's more like people don't know how to really train it because the range of motion used to train rear delts is very small. It's not like the way you see most people do like rear delts, like where they do a rear delt reverse fly and they go all the way out and the scapula just squeezes. That's not the way it works. Like that's doing a really shitty row. But it's such a small range of motion that you really don't need to do much to actually train the rear delt correctly. All right, well, we'll say that for another video. Incline dumbbell curl, keep elbow still, 100%. That is with all bicep exercises, keeping the elbow still. So with squeezing the arms from beginning to end, what I mean by that is that when you do a set, you're there used to like, okay, I'm doing a curl, I'm coming up, and as soon as I supinate, I'm going to squeeze my bicep at the top. Why is it that we're waiting till the top to get a squeeze? Why not maintain tension from the bottom all the way up until we supinate and squeeze the bicep? That way, from the get-go, you have tension on your biceps all the way, rather than just at the end. See, like that makes sense. It's like, oh, now we're not just squeezing at the top, we're squeezing throughout the entire movement to get tension, which creates more time and tension, which builds more muscle, which break down more muscle fibers, which allows you to get more results even faster, if that makes sense. Okay, so last one would be overhead dumbbell extension. I forgot to add the rep range on this one, but it's 3 sets of 12 as well. So with overhead dumbbell extension, you're going to take the dumbbell, put 1L on the top part of the dumbbell, 1L on the top of that other hand, pull it behind your head, go above your head, tuck in the elbows. You're going to come down behind your back hairline and then reach full extension, fully extend at the top. There's another bodybuilder by the name Owen Powell who made a video, or actually I hired him as a coach one time, and he told me to pause at the bottom to kind of overload the triceps a little more to give it more of that time under tension. You can try that as well. I'm not saying you have to, but it's just like a little extra like nugget of value that I could provide for you. All right, so hope you enjoyed this series. I feel like it was a really solid series. This one's gonna give you some interesting results because if you've done phase 1, you've become familiar with the sets and the reps and the exercises, that you know the technique. So now when you come back into this phase, it's nothing new. You're like, I've been doing barbell squats, I've been doing incline dumbbell curl, I've been doing incline dumbbell press. Now it's something that you're experienced with. Now you've mastered movement. Now you get to really apply all those skills by slowing things down, focusing on more time under tension, really working through the muscle. This is an opportunity to really work through the muscle. And guys, don't ever get confused as to like you have to change your workouts every like, you know, every week or so. That's going to give you better results. What's going to give you results is what you're consistent with. So if you're consistent with a shitty routine, that's going to get you results. What's going to take you over the top into the next level is if you have a solid routine that you follow, you master the movements, you're progressively overloading every single week, you're phasing every different month, or quote unquote periodization, or whatever you want to call it, then you're going to see better results that way. And that's how we use modern science to get this type of physique, all right? So I took all the exercises that these old school bodybuilders use, and I took some new ones and I kind of revamped it, and I gave you all the things that works and all the things that don't work. And this is the quickest way to get to where you want to go, guaranteed. All right. Hope you enjoyed this phase. This next phase, like I said, it's going to be muscular endurance, 15, 20 reps plus, high endurance. It's more of a quote unquote deload phase or bodybuilder phase. It's all those things in one. Deload, it's going bodybuilder phase, high pump, high rep, lots of blood flow. It's going to be really enjoyable. A lot of fun stuff going to be in that program. Looking forward to sharing it with you. With that being said, subscribe for more videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm Old School Dan. I'm gone. Peace.